I'm actually gutted. This is the end of... How long have we been doing this for? 34 videos. This will be the 30... Because I've recorded 3. There's 3 on my computer. So plus this one, that's 4. So it'll be like 38 videos. 18th of July, 2021. Yeah, that's over a year ago. And for the last time in a while, let's get straight into it.
And later that same day, you visited Lee Banks,
OCG
member on remand in Blackthorn.
Turning it down 1.
To harvest information on the OCG.
Oh, Steve's digging up stuff about Ted and the money.
To Lee Banks. John Corbett was an undercover police officer.
No, I did not.
So that's why he gave money, because he blamed himself. Right? I said that in an audio recording. He blamed himself for Corbett's death. That's why he's been so emotional about.
I never thought I'd look at the gaffer like this.
But she's got a right to know what happened to her husband.
Maybe she already does.
Yeah, see.
She might be blackmailing the gaffer.
Steph, no.
You seem pretty sure.
Yeah, and that's the thing. And there was the reverse with Joe. Oh.
We've become...
Oh, for Christ's sake, Steve.
No, it's not like that,
on.
mate. It's different.
Kate.
She's a person of interest.
I can understand why she's annoyed, but she's always... For God's sake, Steve.
She revealed a strong box of the type detected at the abandoned print shop.
Nice one, Chris.
So they've dug up the floor.
Let's get EOD to rule out booby traps and proceed to forensic recovery.
So,
What on earth is in there?
Let's find out what's in there.
In April 2017, you suffered a serious assault whilst on duty.
I'm fully recovered.
Oh, God. So that's the thing. Now we've got... What's the name? Being forced to retire. Steve is going to have to leave because of his injuries. Kate doesn't even want to be there. AC-12 doesn't even exist anymore.
I'm satisfied that none of the substances you've been taking are illegal.
Okay, so he's not
This
been
is
illegal.
purely about your welfare. You might benefit from some time off work.
Wow.
No way. I'm in the middle of a massive case.
I'm also obliged to inform your commanding officer.
And it's not going to be... That's the thing, it's not going to be Hastings, is it? It's just... He's going to inform... Oh, Carmichael, man. For God's sakes.
I want you to hear it from me first, sir. I'm under medical review. The drugs testing found high doses of painkillers.
He knows already.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad you're getting some help with it, son. If there's anything I can do, just let me know.
Wow. Come on,
Very
Ted.
much so.
Firearm.
standard pistol.
Gun that killed Gail Vella?
From a decommissioned firearm. Neighbours have matched the pistol to the tailored cartridge and bullet recovered from the scene of Gail Vella's murder.
Yeah, so it is the gun.
Almost certainly,
Whoa.
this is the weapon that fired the fatal shot.
But why keep it?
Fingerprints, DNA.
No, it was clean. Sweat deposits inside the gloves matched DNA belonging to Carl Banks.
Got the bastard.
Yes, sir.
Carl Banks' DNA in the gloves.
can match-
Well, no. We need to be very careful with this right now. Not too long ago, we were talking about evidence being planted to cover up murders, right? There's no way I'm believing that straight away. I don't believe this guy, I still don't trust him, and I just haven't been able to, and I don't know why.
I'm sorry to be the bearer of distressing news. This knife is stained with the blood of an AC-12 officer.
AC-12
PC
officer.
Monique Bindra.
Wow.
The leverage going back years right
Yeah.
up to it being a threat to Ryan Pilkington.
Anything else?
Oh.
Any items related
So has
to one or
Ryan been
more
threatened
of
this whole time as well?
Marcus
Is that what they're
Thurwell.
claiming?
Ian Buckles.
I don't know, I'm still not convinced, man. I'm still not convinced.
Philip Osborne.
The Chief Constable.
Whoa.
What?
The communication originated here.
Exactly. So Spain is a decoy.
Oh!
Thurwell's the stooge.
Oh my god, I was just past... Oh my god, what did I say, man? I said that it was a VPN. I knew it.
We've been monitoring messages being routed via Spain. This is a screenshot of a text exchange we intercepted a few minutes ago.
Joe Davidson definitely high risk.
AP.
Wow.
I thought you put Davidson on elevated monitoring.
Yeah, but we can't take the chance that that's going to work out. Look at the spelling of definitely.
Exactly.
This is the fourth man.
Exactly. For God's
All
sake.
these new files have come in. Operation Lighthouse Lawrence.
Like I said, she needs to be in AC-12, not in prison,
anybody that
man.
we haven't previously investigated. But good work, Steve. Kate,
Look for that
with me.
spelling. Definitely.
Production order. Post-charge interview. Hillside Lane.
Post-charge interview, Hillside Lane. Don't get in there, for God's sakes. It's not who we want it to be. And the thing is that's stressing me out, right, is you ought to be her father or something.
What's going on?
The thing is would her father, if H is who she thought was father, would H kill her? Or are they gonna just take her? You know where I'm coming from?
Apprentice has approved a production order for Davidson.
She's stayed 9 to Hillside Lane.
Great. Who's the officer?
DS Lomax.
Lomax.
And the supporting officer? That's you, Mom.
Oh my god. So they're still trying to bloody frame her.
What's this interview about? Who's the requesting officer?
How should I know? Our job's just to get you there.
If they wanted to kill her, they would have done it in prison, right? Like they've done with everyone else. They're not going to kill her. They're taking her for some other reason, right? Which I'm assuming, unless they do kill her and then try and frame Kate. Well, that's the whole big twist, isn't it? I thought that they let Kate off a little bit too easily. And I was like, what on earth? Of course, Bella Claverman.
Here's the keys!
So are they claiming they intercepted? Do they know anything?
Oh, police! Drop it!
Oh, I see.
Drop it!
All right, clear to approach.
We're gonna have to see.
Paramedic required.
Have they got her? Have they got her?
Arrest her, stick her in the back of the remit.
What an intercept, come on.
The prison officers and driver have been taken into custody. We've recently gained access to illicit
So they did
communications
find her,
between
yes!
APG members. Fortunately,
Thank
we were
bloody
able to
goodness.
intercept your prison transport.
She needs to speak, man. She can't be protected. And the thing as well is whoever she's protecting or whoever she's not speaking about, she should know now that that person was about to throw her under the bus, right? So surely she speaks.
All my notes, all my records will show that you acted under control and coercion of others.
Yeah.
You can live the life you should have lived.
Come
Free
on,
to be
Joe.
the person that you really are. If you tell us who the top man is.
You mean nothing to him?
This man you believe to be your father, is he the one?
Yes. No way do we get it right now. We've got to interview him, that's the thing. So surely it's going to happen soon. Or she just done it and we're not... Wow. Wow. Thanks.
Air foes will secure the suspect.
So we've got the suspect,
Rise
right?
when unarmed officers are clear to proceed.
Hey.
When clear to proceed.
Or is this person in prison?
FIs
Is that what we're
will deploy
saying?
to the suspect's cell.
Sir.
Nothing. Not so much as a post-it. Has he said anything yet?
Oh, yes, sir.
Let's go.
Who? Come on. Oh, are they saying it's him? Nah, I don't...
Resuming
Really?
interview, Superintendent Hastings has joined.
So where have you hidden it all? The computer, the burner phone.
So they're saying it's him? No, but the thing is Joe could be scapegoating it as well, like...
My head's spinning now.
And Gail Vella. Did you order her murder too?
I have the faintest idea who you're talking about.
Joanne Davidson, what's your relationship to her?
Do I know?
Right, okay, let me ask you this. Did you and Tommy Hunter convince her that you were her father?
Yeah... But did she say that her father was the one? She didn't answer any of those questions. I still can't tell if he's acting this.
You're going back years. I don't remember any of this.
Look, he's been in that prison since 2015. Our search should have showed up something.
Yeah...
Mother of God.
Because I don't think it's him.
As suggested by Superintendent Hastings, they carried out a search for idiosyncrasies in grammar, punctuation, and spelling.
Okay, so we've got idiosyncrasy,
You'll recall
punctuation,
this is the
da,
last
da, da, spelling.
communication
Of the word
intercepted.
definitely.
Cybercrime told me they picked up
She
on the
believed it
misspelling
was
of
Patrick.
definitely, going back to exchanges with Lisa McQueen in
Surely go and look at
2019.
Fairbanks' spelling elsewhere, though. Whose signature's this? Come on.
Come off it, no way.
Come
Can't
on.
be right. Are you sure, Chloe?
Come on.
Cybercrime are attempting to trace IP addresses that correspond to this suspect. Then we'll know for sure.
Please, just tell me. Are you gonna?
Right, well,
you're gonna skip again,
You
aren't
better
they?
crack on. Outstanding work, Chloe. Outstanding work.
Or do I fully trust her?
If this is right, he's been under our noses from the very beginning.
I mean, for God's sake, what does this
And
make
who?
us look like?
Oh my god. So they're doing this thing where they're like, oh my god, we've all seen the name, like, and they're just not telling us. Oh, such clever writing, man, because it just sends your brain through the absolute loop.
Anything that
They need
might
to go solo.
discredit AC-12 will be held against us.
What are you talking about?
Oh,
So,
they're
in the
going to
course
bring
of
it
our inquiry
up.
into Operation Lighthouse, certain findings came to light which relate to you.
During a non-lawful
bloody
search,
hell.
an item was found which relates to the missing sum of £50,000. You're not under caution, so anything you say to us at this time can't be used in evidence. That's loyalty right there.
Yeah, come on.
Take a seat.
Here we go, finally. Why?
Officially, that money didn't exist.
And why?
I mean, yes.
Because he...
Yes, I could have handed
he
it in,
feels
but instead
guilty, man.
I gave it to a young woman with 2 wee girls. Are we done?
No, sir.
There's one more thing, man.
As part of AC
I don't
Tour's
like how
inquiry
they're
into
interviewing
Operation
him like
Lighthouse,
this.
DIR not interviewed Lee Banks, who disclosed the source of information regarding John Corbett being an undercover police officer.
I did not disclose John Corbett as a UCO.
Didn't, but you did say there was a rat.
I told Lee Banks that there was an informant in the OCG. He had beaten and tortured my own wife, so I thought he had it coming to him in spades.
Wow.
But what I didn't know was that he was the son of a woman I cared deeply about. Many years ago.
Oh, I'm not listening to this, man. I don't think... I feel... The thing is, I obviously feel horrible for him. Because what he did out of one, anger because of his partner. He was frustrated, he was desperate, and he made a wrong call. And it's not his fault that they went and murdered him.
If there is one thing I could take back, it would be that.
Yeah.
What a terrible thing I did.
But he's admitted everything right here.
What a terrible thing I did.
Hey. So who is the person, after all this time, that has been under our nose? And are we due for another plot twist? That's the question. Oh. Shark. Eh?
Sit down.
Prisoner. Is this just going to be Buckles again?
Ian
Oh,
Buckles.
so it is Buckles.
You do not have to say anything, but it may harm
Aye.
your defence if you do not mention a question, something you later rely on in court.
The heck?
Anything you do say may be used in evidence. Recovered from your cell at Blackthorn Prison. Interception of communications
You found
routed via
communication
Spain
evidence.
detected an internet protocol address matching GGM13.
Wow. Was he just been acting like not proficient this whole time? Is this the whole
Analysis
point?
of GGM13's hard drive also detected the communication shown in image 129.
The thing is, right, the only thing that stresses me out is like more than one person can spell that wrong, right? Like, is that a little bit loose? I don't know.
All digital communications on the hard drive of GGM13 were examined using methodologies based on examples of your spelling and syntax.
Let me
the
guess,
report
and so he
concludes there is
spells...
a 95% probability the messages detected on GGM13 were written by you.
Fingerprints and DNA detected on GGM13 are a match.
But the thing is, like, hear me out, right? Hear me out. Just hear me out. Buckles way back then was only like... He was so young, man. What if Osborne has been pulling the strings from above? Like, he is almost like his mentor. He's mentored Buckles to this position. Because they're saying... Were they trying to say that this was her dad? I'm not sure I'm convinced. What if they spin the interview and go, Osborne's been pulling your strings? Because that's what I'm... That's my... Like, I cannot see this man here being H.
I've worked with you 3 times now. Undercover in 2012 with Tony Gates' team.
Mm-hmm.
Undercover in 2017 with
From the
Ross
start.
Huntley's team. And this year at Hillside Lane. Always the same crap suits, dad cars. I mean, you never put your hand in your pocket when it's your round.
You certainly did a grand job at hiding all this, I'll give you that.
So weird.
But you are leading a double life.
Image 138 on screen.
Oh, bro, watch these officers,
Image
man.
138
H
shows
is going to have
item reference
contingencies.
HS6.
The big house, the fast cars, the bits on the side, Deborah Devereaux. Is that what turned your head?
No comment.
The most mundane basis motive of them all.
It's the
Plain,
money.
simple greed.
Imagine that. Imagine he's
You
just
were
greedy.
in DC on a bent team. And all the time we were here thinking we were chasing some criminal mastermind, but no.
It was you.
Just like your old boss, Thurwell, who botched the
Slack
Lawrence
man.
Christopher murder inquiry. Your corruption was mistaken for incompetence.
Yeah. That's what I... Oh my
comment.
god. Did I
Your
really...
cover was so
Did I really...
convincing that even your...
Bro. I fell for it. Oh my god. Well, I definitely fell for that in general. I just think he's just such an incompetent guy. I can't imagine him being kingpin. I still can't, by the way. I don't think that kind of motive is enough. I think whoever's on top craves power, control, you know? Not that. What?
Yeah, right. I'm a blundering fool.
My brain.
I'm only the one who's made total mugs out of you lot.
Oh!
DCS Carmichael is meant to be taking over, isn't she?
Yeah.
But she ain't in here. So that makes me wonder whether she doesn't want to be associated with detecting institutionalised corruption. Officially, H or the fourth man.
Has he
or
just
whatever you
been
wanna
playing
call
this double card?
He don't
Bro,
exist
I
either.
don't know if I'm happy with this. I mean, it fools
So that
me.
makes me realise that everyone would be much happier if this all just went away.
Wow.
So I'll take immunity and witness protection. Thank you very much.
Jesus Christ.
Imagine he actually got that as well. Because he could still pull strings from that position. Otherwise he says nothing, right?
Who's the top man? You.
Tommy Hunter was the top man.
No.
After he went, they all split into different OCGs.
The last man standing.
So you did all of the Eastfield robbery?
Other OCGs wanted in on it.
Jesus Christ.
And you just put the pieces together.
When
That's the OCGs.
Yeah.
That's their doing.
It's not even us.
I just pass things on.
Have you no remorse?
Pass things on. Bloody information. He's a
For all the
method man.
suffering you've caused, have you no conscience? Jesus Christ, you're sitting the other side of this table asking us for witness protection. It's me you're gonna need protection from.
Whoa.
Would you like a glass of water?
Oh, you smug.
Ian Buckles, did you and or Chief Constable Osborne collude in a conspiracy to murder Gail Vella?
I don't see him being the big... Nah.
It's a simple enough question.
But naturally, you're aware failing to cooperate with this inquiry would make you ineligible for witness protection.
Yeah.
And you're also aware that confessing to conspiracy to murder would make you ineligible for immunity
So he's
from
ineligible.
prosecution.
Wow.
No one
In a
makes
corner.
mugs of AC-12.
Come on, Tid. What line?
The gaffer wants him protected around the clock.
But if Carmichael takes over, that's him out anyway.
Yeah. Probably me too.
And me, if I decide to come back.
Oh, yes.
Well, someone's got to keep you lot in line.
Come on. Okay, so we're getting another season. There's no doubt about it.
You don't realise what you've got until it's gone.
I'm a little bit underwhelmed.
So,
I'm not sure it's a good idea to keep seeing Steph.
Yeah.
that you want to.
She wants to tell.
Yeah.
She wants to tell. He wants to tell her, but she.
What chance has it got?
Gosh.
You want to be careful, mate. You're going to end up on your own.
I'm not on my own. Quite you, mate.
Aww.
We recognise police officers experience
Come
stress and
on.
pain in their work.
She's been locked
I've
into
got a
the
son,
cell.
Josh. He keeps me going.
And colleagues.
Yeah, I'm lucky. I'm working with one of the best. To be honest, I don't know what I'd do without him.
Aww. I don't know what I do without the show anymore. End of case. Let's talk about that soon.
I thought I should inform you that I have lodged an appeal against my enforced retirement.
Come on, Ted.
The Chief Constable's about to make a statement. Do you mind?
I give you my personal assurance that any failings in the original inquiry will be thoroughly investigated. Lessons will be learned.
My team, my officers, have just closed the biggest anti-corruption operation that this force has ever seen. Just caught the last ringleader.
Still going after AC-12. Why is that? It's just not over
Hasn't a
there.
blind word
It's
to
just
say
not
about
over.
It would be premature to draw conclusions about how much was institutionalised and how much was Ian Buckles working alone.
Well, if I
Wow.
No.
The way they're treating AC-12 after this is just, it just points towards the same, it's continuing.
I'll let you out, sir.
And I can't tell what I think about Carmichael. She's just so anti anything positive forward. I can't help but think,
I'd like to make a statement about my involvement in the leak of information that led to the unlawful killing of a serving police officer, Detective Sergeant John Corbett.
I just literally...
I disclosed that there was an informant in the OCG. believe that this information was passed on.
Bro, I'm telling you now, I have a weird feeling that's not going to be why Corbett ended up dying. Because how did they know it was Corbett? There's a specific thing he said, like, he didn't tell me who it was, he told me there was someone. What if someone else...
And whether or not it was deduced that Corbett was a UCO, he was murdered.
What do you expect me to do with that information?
Well,
What do you want to do with it? Do as you will.
that's entirely up to you, man. You do it because you care about truth and accountability.
Yeah. Come on, Ted. You know what? I still don't know what to throw. Her character... Where's your thumbnail? Band is there. The thing is they're not going to leave us on a cliffhanger, are they? Are they? Wow. Come on, Terry. Farida Jatcher withdrawn. She's back. Come on, what happens to Jo? Surely she gets released or something like that. Imagine it. Joanne Davidson was enrolled in Witness Protection Program. She's the definition of being brought into this, man. No control over her situation. Present whereabouts are classified. It's Ian Buckles, right? I mean, if he dies, or something along those lines. Ian Buckles has been converted to the vulnerable prison unit of an undisclosed maximum security prison. Wow, close colleagues have already been appointed to senior positions. Oh, wow. Uh-huh. Powers to curb wrongdoing in public offence have never been weaker. Yeah. Okay guys, funnily enough, I don't have a whole lot to say, and I've got good reason. It has been quite a while actually. It was November 5th when I watched the episode, it's now November 16th. It's been 11 days since I watched the episode, so it's been a long time, and I obviously had a lot of time to think, get my thoughts out, and obviously edit. I've edited it as well, and I think I spoke quite a lot, and quite... I don't think I need to go over it a lot that I've said in the reaction. Basically, first things first, I want to say thank you all so much for tuning in. If you are new to the channel because of Line of Duty, if you're a regular for Line of Duty, I really appreciate it, guys. Obviously, there is now going to be somewhat of a gap, unfortunately. That's just how it is. Obviously, Line of Duty isn't there isn't another season out as of yet, and I don't imagine there will be for quite some time. So there is a break coming. I'm excited for the next season. Obviously there is going to be another season. I mean, there's no way there can't be unless it gets cancelled, but if a show like this got cancelled, that would just be whack, you know, a successful show like this. I imagine there's going to be at least another season, maybe even a couple more. I don't even know. The thing is once this whole H hierarchy thing is done, where they can go from there, I'm sure there's plenty of other avenues. If people want to see more anti-corruption, if they want to take it down a slightly different path, like look, it feels like the story is coming to an end, but there's lots of creative work that they could go on and do if they want to, even when this H stuff is done. So I'm not saying that it's near the end. I imagine there will be at least another season. And I would be surprised if the next one was the final one. I'm sure the fans would have heard that by now if that was the case. So yeah, season 6, out the way. Oh my god, when I watched it, I had very different thoughts to what I've got now. Like, I've had a lot of time to think about it, obviously. And my general thoughts when I finished it were, I was disappointed. The season had some great episodes, and it had some great twists, and some great question marks, and had, like, most notably, the cliffhanger with Kate, and you know, the thought that she could have been shot, like, that was fantastic. But I felt a little bit let down come the end, the final episode especially. Like the second to last episode, you had that really cool chase scene with Kate, her getting arrested. I thought that was really cool. You got to see that dynamic because we haven't really seen that fully. I thought that was fantastic. But then I felt like the last episode just dragged a little bit. And then being as the whole plot twist was the idea that we had been fooled to believe someone was the way they were when they're not, what sort of thing. I kind of went into it, like before the episode even said, if it ends up being Buckles, I'll be disappointed. And then when they said it was him, like, yeah, I was shocked, but I was like, you know, I'd already thought that, you know, it just wasn't like one of those big shock moments that you used to think, oh my god, there wasn't any really dramatic, tense thing at the end of that. You know, there wasn't a scene where someone tries to get murdered in AC-12. There wasn't like a contingency plan, whereas most of the other ones had contingency plans. They didn't even attempt to have a contingency plan, which I will get into in a second, by the way. But the point is, it just feels a bit, I don't know. It doesn't feel as good as I'd like, unfortunately. But look, my thoughts have changed. So that's how I felt. I thought that was probably not one of my favourite seasons. I thought it had some good moments, obviously. But like I said, not one of my favourites. But then I started thinking, right? Yeah, I was disappointed in Buckles. But the idea of having a plot twist where you go, okay, This guy has been depicted as incompetent this whole time and then throwing it straight back at you. Like I literally said again and again and again, there's no way that he is a part of this. He's too incompetent. I said it again and again and again. And then there was a line when they turned around and they were like, his incompetence was mistaken for, his corruption was mistaken for incompetence or something like that. And I remember thinking like, I've properly fallen for it. Like now that I look back on that in reflection, fantastic twist. So yeah, I actually, you know what? Back then, I was disappointed. Now I sit there and I look at that plot and I'm like, plot twist, and think to me, yeah, it's a very clever plot twist. Especially misleading us, sending him to prison. The funny thing is when they sent him to prison, I almost immediately just went, okay, he can't get involved anymore. To be honest, it was a very silly thought. We know that they can get people in prison, so why wouldn't being in prison, you know, do you see where I'm coming from? I didn't even cross my mind, but now that I look back on it in retrospect, I'm like, oh my god, I should have at least seen something like that. I was very happy with that. Obviously, I don't like Buckles, and I don't think he is this big bad character at the top. But the funny thing is that's the whole point. Like, are we being led to believe something? Because, yeah, maybe he's a fourth man, but I kind of see it like a hierarchy, right? You've got 4 people, and then you've got the boss. There has to be someone controlling this whole thing. It's looking like they're pointing at Osborn, but I'm not even convinced it's him. Like, it could even be Carmichael. It could be someone else pulling him, you know? Like, we don't know. Like, obviously, Dot said there was 4. That's the whole point about having H, blah, 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 blah. But there's lots and lots of questions to ask. And that's not... The thing is, right, is we've also got to think to ourselves as to whether Buckles was a 4th man or whether he was manipulated. You know, like, Joe's not one of the four, right? But if Buckles has been manipulated enough, who knows? Like, maybe he isn't. Maybe he's taking a fall. Like, because I was sitting there saying, like, why don't they kill Buckles? He's surely a high risk if Joe was. Or if all these people are high risk. Why have they not gone after Buckles? Is that because he's taking a fall for something? Is it because H is still out there? Because if they kill him, right, that just points us straight towards him again. So surely that is the first big clue to say Buckles isn't the last one. Look, there's lots of possibilities, and I think before next season I'll probably release a big theory-based video, because I think if I go over it now, this video is going to be ridiculously long. So I'll get that out soon, guys. But the point is there is another season. The top man has not been found. Whoever the big bad wolf is still out there, and it's a matter of finding him now. But from a very weak position. And I said this, like, obviously we saw AC-12 get into a bit of a sticky situation. They're at their weakest at this point. They've all been disbanded. Ted's obviously appealing in the decision for early retirement, but, like, will he win that? I don't know, with these people in power. Arnott's got his health stuff. Kate's technically not actually in AC-12 right now. So where do we start next season? I feel like it's going to be a very blurry point. Whether there's a time jump, whether, you know, like, I'm not sure. We're at our weakest point, facing the worst enemy of them all. But anyway, I'll get all that out in another video. The point is, I love the fact that it's making us question. I love the fact that it's leaving a huge door open. And I love the fact that funny enough, this show makes me not like theorizing. Because I could theorize something, and then this person could be manipulated, or they could be taking a fall, or they could just do a big switcheroo the season after. You know, like, the theories for a second might appear to me right, but then they just get thrown straight back on the head again. I can't believe anything I'm hearing, seeing, or saying. It's all about the end game. But those are my favourite things, guys, about the show. Obviously, like I said, not one of my favourite seasons. But what it sets up for me is that it's its most crucial aspect. The best thing about it is what it sets up, what it builds the foundation for come the next couple of seasons, or the next season, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, like I said, I've been speaking for almost 10 minutes now. I need to wrap this up, guys, before this video is a ridiculous length. I promise I will get a video out if people are interested on extended thoughts and theories going forward. Obviously, I'm going to be trying to be active with Line of Duty. Then evidently there's going to be a bit of a break, so who knows. I'm thinking of picking up another show at some point, so if you've got suggestions, smash them down below. I'm sure I've actually got some suggestions that I'm still thinking of, and also The Killing, which I need to finish. There's a lot coming. I'm excited. Look, I'm going to leave this there, guys. As ever, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for new content every single week. And of course, follow the Instagram British Chap 2Ps, link in the description below. And let me know down below what the thoughts, the theories, your thoughts and theories, because we're at the same point. As ever, this has been your boy British Chap. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting.